Spicy ones.
Gotcha.
When you're trying to cuddle your missus and there's a little bit of a fur ball in between.
When you're asleep though and you stop breathing, I know what's coming for me.
And I have to open the duvet.
I can reduce your number of cuddles.
It's your candles.
That's your feet, yeah, and that's your big toe. You go like that. No, the dog needs to be inside. And Mama said, alright then, let the dog in. I'll sleep outside and I'll bark. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat and
Stephen.
welcome back to another mukbang tonight. Today, we are going to have Pizza Hut and Korean noodles, JIN Ramen Noodles. It's a spicy flavor and I have put, there's a couple of eggs there, like soft boiled eggs, and I have octopus hot dog. This is chicken actually. And then we have crab meat in it. We have bean sprouts. What's the other one? Mushrooms. The mushroom. What is that mushroom called? Oyster mushrooms and spring onions. And then we also have
Onion rings and cheesy bites. That was my two full
That is
sides
it.
with my big pizza.
we have wedges, and we still have coleslaw here, the homemade coleslaw, pickled radish, and some veg. Also, we have a dessert. Oh, this one is a Belgian bun and some strawberry cupcake. Come and join us, guys, if you have something to eat. If not, pause this video, get something to eat, and eat with us. Kain po tayo!
Kain po tayo.
Cheers, I'm having Coke and it's not sponsored. Cheers, darling. I've just been craving these noodles and I really have to have this. I'm sorry. Let's see, let's try this one.
Couldn't make my mind up, so I got half and half pizza. So half is chicken supreme and the other half is spicy chicken. And on the chicken supreme side I asked him for some pineapples. Have they put any on?
I don't see any. Oh yeah, I can see
Oh
bits.
yeah, a few little bits, yeah. But for those of you who have this problem with pineapples on pizzas, deal with it. Because you can't beat it.
Mmm. Mmm. I'm craving
What's
this.
it called? Octopus hot dog. When did an octopus ever have a hot dog?
It's shaped like an octopus.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, I know you're down there, mate. You have to wait.
Mm-hmm. And the egg is a soft boiled egg. Mmm.
You can pick it up with chopsticks. For your show off.
Of course you can.
Pizza Hut. I haven't had Pizza Hut for ages.
Mm.
Huh? Long time ago.
I'm so happy. So I'm having noodles. This is a Korean noodles.
I'm so happy I'm having Pizza Hut. I'll tell you what, I nicked one out of the box on the way here.
Mm.
They're nice.
Are they?
Mm.
Are they full? No, they don't.
Mozzarella, cheesy bites.
If it's hot, you should pull. Mmm. Quite nice. You have to try that.
You just want me to try and struggle with chopsticks, mate. Eh? Oh, I do this.
Turn it. What's it?
I'm going over here, bring it to my plate. It's me and chopsticks.
We don't get along, eh?
We don't get along. Mmm, very nice.
I know.
Spicy ones. Mm.
It's alright.
Yeah, they're nice.
Look. Open your mouth. There you go, guys. And then noodles. Oh. Oh, by the way, I want you to try this octopus. Look at it. It's so cute.
That's chicken hot dog.
Yeah.
So if it's chicken, octopus, hot dog, that's the first time I've had chicken seafood.
Very funny.
I am, eh?
Cheesy.
Yeah, these are very cheesy. Mm.
Can you tell that an Asian lives in this household on a Saturday night when everybody is having takeaways, Chinese or fish and chips? We are having noodles. It's just been very windy this past couple of days. I thought I fancy noodles.
It's blowing a hoolie out there.
Mm.
Although I'm saying that, I don't think it was as bad as yesterday when I was at work.
Right, how many kinds of pizza you have there? How many flavors, I mean?
That's spicy chicken,
Hmm.
and that's chicken supreme,
That's fine.
which has got caramelized onions.
This is the chicken supreme, yeah?
That's the spicy.
Spicy one?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, please.
That's the supreme. You want?
Yes, please.
Do you want this one?
Yes, please.
No, I get mixed up. No, it's got mushrooms on that side, so that's the supreme. So the spicy one. That must be the spicy one.
Thank you. This is good for pizza. Which one is the one I like again?
That's the one we did the other day.
Yesterday. Yeah.
That's the one we did the other day.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes, darling. Cheers, guys. That's the spicy chicken. Mm.
Onion rings. Mm.
Oh, the onion rings, yeah. So, I've got good news for you. And you cannot argue with that. According to science, it is healthy for pets to sleep in bed with humans. Did you know that, guys?
It's not healthy for your sex life.
Not in that way, darling.
When you're trying to cuddle your missus and there's a little bit of a fur ball in between. A bit of interference there. Hmm? Hey mate, we love you though, mate.
According to 2015 research at the Mayo Clinic,
The what clinic?
I know you're gonna ask. Mayo Clinic.
Mayo Clinic.
Mayo.
Mayo. Where's that? Today be good.
Let me chew my food.
Okay. You snocking up to me there, darling.
It's a non-profitable organization.
Oh look, my tomato's growing on. My tomato's grown an onion.
It's a non-profitable organization, medical center based in Minnesota, in America. And they focus mainly on research clinical practice, education, and research, basically. So basically, they do a lot of research in there. You know, they had, I think, 4,500 staffs or employees. So they are, a lot of them are scientists.
I've just turned my chicken supreme into a spicy chicken. Phew.
And based on their studies, there's three main reasons or three main benefits for humans to have their pets sleep in bed with them. Now, unless
you've got a Great Dane.
your Great Dane will kick you out of your bed. My hair.
This one tries to kick me out of my bed.
Listen.
You lie there sometimes, you can feel two little legs giving you a shove. It's like, hang on a minute, mate, whose bed is this?
You know what, though? Be very careful, because this is the problem. The only pets that you are allowed to sleep in bed with you, obviously, if the kids are at least 6 years old and above, and responsible enough, you don't want to smother your pet in your sleep. You know, when our little pickle was asleep, when our little pickle was little, it's still little anyway.
Still little.
When he was that tiny, when he was a puppy, he literally was like a handful. He was sleeping in bed with us in the middle of us. And do you know what? I wasn't sleeping properly, even if I have to go to work in the morning, because I am so scared that this one's going to roll over and just smother the dog.
Squash him. And now look at him. You wake
He
up
likes being smothered.
You wake up in the morning, and we both got two pillows. He got his head stuck right in between the bottom pillow. He's literally smothered by the pillows, and you move him, and he looks at you as if to sort of say, "Leave me alone, I'm sleeping."
Yeah, but when he was little, oh my god, I wasn't having a good straight sleep. Because this one is not so aware. Obviously, he's asleep.
And when I'm asleep, I'm asleep. When I'm asleep, what did I say before? Once I'm asleep, mate, you could roll a train to my bedroom and I wouldn't hear it.
When you're asleep though and you stop breathing, I know what's coming for me.
And I had to open the duvet.
Literally, he would stop breathing.
And then... That's a natural thing, surely. I need another chopstick.
Why? Get your spoon. Lift it up. Lift it up.
It's never ending. I can't go any higher.
Lift it up, babe.
I can't go.
I'll help you.
I can't go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Over
Hey.
to my plate. Over to my plate. Over to my plate.
For palava. For a piece of noodle.
Oh, I like palava.
Here, here.
Oh no, that's pavlova. What's that? Ah, crabby.
Crabby.
So you were supposed to be up there? Why have you gone down?
Did you get some bean sprouts?
Yeah.
They're good, eh?
I love bean sprouts. I could eat them on their own. Just lightly saute them, or I could just scoff them.
You want ketchup? This is not onion rings.
It's onion flavoured.
Flavored rings.
You reckon? Yeah, because when you break it open,
There's no onions in the middle.
there's no onion in the middle, eh? Well, what's that?
No, it isn't.
Then they make that, it's like a dough.
It is. What is this doing here? This is better. This is proper onion. Eat that one.
I think I've discovered treasure.
Wow.
I've discovered under the wedges, look.
I told you there is some chicken there.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that, look. Treasure. hidden treasure underneath the spicy wedges. Look, there's a piece of lovely chicken. Or which is this one? Which has got the coating. This is this.
Battered one, yeah.
Is it battered and abused?
Not abused.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
So,
Cheers, folks.
apparently, there's 3 benefits to having your pets sleeping with you in bed. Now, I would think that any pets means, I don't know, cats, rabbits, probably.
You never get
But
cats sleeping in bed.
particularly, the best pet to sleep with you in bed is apparently dogs. Providing your dog is healthy, vaccinated, you know, updated vaccine, there's no fleas. Make sure your dog hasn't got fleas or ticks or scabies and all that. You know, make sure your dog is healthy basically. Then you can sleep in bed with him. Problem is, I can understand people would be like, oh, they don't want their pets or their dogs to be sleeping in bed with them because that's not what they're used to. That's fine, I totally understand that. But one thing that really hurt me, I'm trying to avoid this topic really. What really hurt me is when, you know, you kick your dogs outside your house at night to sleep outside. Okay, not in the UK or in the Western world, Western country, I suppose that doesn't happen because
It still
they'll freeze
happens
to death.
occasionally. You go to Asian countries and I hate to see dogs tied up.
Every time I hear or I see my parents would have a dog or puppy that's tied up, but Mama said that they tie the dogs because if the dog gets out of the gate, it gets shot because you're not supposed to have a wandering dog on the street back home. It gets shot because of, you know, rabies. Obviously, it's precaution, yeah. So they don't want the dog to go out.
I'll shoot them.
But I said, but we have a gate, you know. We have fence, we have gate. Except sometimes the dog escapes, apparently.
Let's see if we can have an octopus. There, look at that. Look professional now, isn't it? Oh, good.
Is it good, eh?
Chicken hot dogs. Love them.
Anyway, because this one keep moaning sometimes, so the dog shouldn't be sleeping in bed. Did you know that they actually add
I'm not
protection?
bothered. Just I can't get over the cuddle you.
Well, you can cuddle me, but
How?
with the dog in the middle.
That's what happens, even if I come over and give you a kiss on the cheek.
What?
All of a sudden there's a head appears and starts licking my face because it's like, oh,
Oh, look at this.
leave my mummy alone. Because you're a bit of a mummy's boy, ain't it? You're a big mummy's boy. A big girl's blouse.
I guess having your dog sleep in bed is personal preference, yeah?
Of course it is. Some people like it, some people don't.
I hate to see my dog like suffer or even cats. I mean, we had a cat in the past, didn't we? Tigger. Oh my goodness me.
Little tigs.
Yeah, little Tiggs passed at home and I cried my heart out. But the vet reassured us that he wasn't suffering or anything for what he's had. One day he just stopped breathing.
Just came home from work, eh? I came home in the afternoon, eh?
We came home, we left to go to the shop. We had a shop then. We came back lunchtime.
He was there. On the worktop, eh? Well, not the worktop, but like the...
It's not normally allowed on the worktop, but I let him that day because I knew that he was weak. But when we took him to the vet said, oh, he's not suffering, he's not in pain, he's not in any pain. But he was 13 years old, or 14.
And there he was, gone.
But when I touched him, he was still warm. Oh my goodness. I couldn't function. Painful. Very painful. He doesn't sleep in bed with us. So sometimes he does. Sometimes you find him at the bottom of the bed and you're like, trying to move your feet and you're like, this cat in between my legs.
That's all you'll get with cats. Dogs will snuggle up to you, cats won't. 'Cause
No.
cats are like...
Ah, My pickle, I'm telling you guys. Oh, as soon as you lay down, guarantee he'll wait for you to lay down so he could actually sleep, by your armpit. Like a child, when you're having a child sleep next to you.
Yeah.
That's what they do. That is my pickle.
It comes up to me in the morning,
Mm.
You sleep. Yeah, we're talking about you, dude.
Apparently, first benefit to humans of having your dogs in bed. Did you know that they actually lower your cortisol level? Cortisol level, if it's low, then it reduces the risk of having high blood pressure, anxieties, depressions, all that stuff. Basically, they cheer you up.
Yeah.
You've seen that video. Well, you showed me that video the other day. Was it last night? You showed me a video of this elderly woman that just recently lost her husband.
No, she lost him about 30 years earlier.
Mm.
And she's a really old lady. She lost her husband about 30 years ago. And she'd always been very lonely and very lonely sort of life and stuff like that. And then the neighbours
Alone and lonely, yeah.
went and bought a dog. And they got a baby.
It's Saint Bernard puppy.
Saint Bernard's puppy. So the old lady lived next door to them. But they must have had some kind of a communal garden or something, because the dog could just walk straight across.
Mm.
He wandered across one day to the old lady, and then obviously she stroked him and that. And then the dog used to keep going back and too. So eventually they said whenever we lost the dog, we knew where he was next door with the old lady. And of course he's a big dog.
Well, he was a puppy. When he was a puppy, he's still big for a puppy.
He's still big for a puppy.
I think this old lady didn't realize that this puppy was gonna get so big, and I mean huge.
But like you say, in the end it's almost like shared ownership, because like the dog was constantly going next door, but they always said that they reckoned that the dog could sense that she was lonely. So the dog would go and sit, and you see pictures of her like on the sofa watching TV with the puppy.
Or whenever she wants to drive away from home and the puppy runs to her and he wants to come.
He wants to come with her. Occasionally he won over and he got a trip. It was just so funny that it was just the fact that he actually belonged to the people next door, but he spent half the time sitting with the old lady when she was watching her TV and stuff, and just cuddled up to her.
And also, he gets a lot of treats from this lady though.
And of course the old lady's filled him with a lot of treats as well, yeah.
And this dog got massive, absolutely huge. I mean, if you could imagine, a Saint Bernard is really a massive breed of dog. I'd love to have one, but I don't think our weather here is cold enough. They're very furry. Did you know that they've originated in Switzerland? They're the one that brings you whiskey in their collar.
Brandy.
Is it brandy? Yeah.
It was supposed to be that if you were found in the snow, the first thing you gave somebody was a brandy just to warm them up. Which is actually a myth, because actually alcohol actually brings your temperature down. Get a bit of Japanese radish down here. This is... Hello, Mrs. My God. I was going to order the pizza online and go and get it. Then I decided...
You did?
Then I decided, blow it, I'll go and get it.
Ah.
And when I got there, I ordered. And I'm glad, because when I ordered, he said to me, oh, you can't have that, but you could have this. And he sort of said to me, but if you do this and make it a meal, he said I can give you a free bottle of drink, and also you can have 2 free sides. And I'm like, okay, so it works out a little bit cheaper.
Free.
No, but it wasn't. But it works out about £2 or £3 cheaper than I was expecting to pay for it. So in that case, and I ended up, because I only went for a pizza, but I came back with 2 sides and a big bottle of orange tanga for about £2 or £3 less than I thought I was going to spend. Boop, boop.
Anyway, so that's one reason. Number 2 reason, it adds overnight protection. Now, if you have a dog like mine,
Him, protection. When we finish eating, I'll show you him if you haven't seen him before. We put him in the videos.
Yeah. He
If
always
you
say
haven't
bye,
seen him.
hi and bye later on. You'll see him a bit later, guys.
Protection.
But because I laughed
Are
about
you good
it,
protection, dude?
they still are. Even if they're that little.
Yeah, because you'll
They-
bark.
Exactly. So it means that your alarm would be, because they're alert. Obviously, the dogs are alert. They can hear and sense something, so they will alert you by barking at least, just to let you know that danger is on the way. But the thing is,
And then
you
you go.
can't really protect us though, apart from that warning.
And then if
That's
we had a
it.
burglar, we go and lick him to death.
Well, not necessarily, because if he sees, pardon me, if he sees somebody approaching the house, he really have a go at that door. So, you know, not until after later on, after he senses that, oh, this person actually is all right, then he'll come and say hi. Yeah.
As soon as he sees us acknowledge the person, he's like, oh, okay, friend. And how many times have I told you that the postman is a good bloke? How many times have I tell you the postman is a good bloke? He brings you letters and gifts and stuff you bought off Amazon, and he brings you all the nice things. The postman never brings you bad news. Well, occasionally.
It does.
Well, yeah, occasionally he does, yeah. But well, he brings you the bills as well. Yeah. But generally he brings you most of the good stuff. But you're not quite sure of that, mate. So it's like bark and go out at the poor postman in the end on nothing.
Listen to this. ASMR. Why are you looking at me like that?
Jealous.
So good.
Let me try one. So crispy. So crispy and so lovely.
Number 3 reason to have your dogs in bed with you.
Oh, we still go. Okay, cool.
I told you there's 3 reasons.
Oh, okay.
According to this research, yeah?
Yes.
Number 3 is, did you know that it can actually reduce...
I can reduce your number of cuddles.
Your cuddles.
That's my research done. Well, you carry on, well, I'm just going to add a bit of coleslaw.
No, it can
with my
reduce your allergen.
chop.
If a person is exposed to pets or animals at an early age, it reduces your allergen, so your immune system would actually fight off allergies. So you won't have this, you know, some people are allergic to cats, allergic to this and that. So at an early age, you have to expose a child to this sort of environment to build the immune system to fight it off. Actually, you'll poke me with that in a minute.
Don't disturb, I'm doing well with these. Eating coleslaw with my chopsticks.
Are you quite chuffed with your chopsticks?
I bet they can't do that in China. You think they go into McDonald's in China and eat their coleslaw with a chopstick?
This one is lethal with chopsticks.
Just to prove that I can do it. Sometimes. And other times I struggle.
Why is that?
Because I was brought up with a knife and fork, that's why.
Talk about that.
These are unnatural.
When I was in Japan, that's how I learned how to use chopsticks. A lot of my colleagues would go on a date. They would normally take me because their boyfriends will take them for a meal, a nice Japanese, sometimes Korean meal, yeah. Filipinos abroad, well, especially in Japan, they all, you know, the camaraderie is there, you know, you're all sisters, you all live in one flat, or even if it's like 2 flats, 2 different flats, but you all have roommates, you know, so a lot of my roommates would take me on their dates. And because I was first timer, I would go and experience all this, you know, yakiniku and all this. Oh, my favorite food is yakiniku, definitely. The problem is I cannot eat flipping rice with yakiniku with the chopsticks. Because then you have a small bowl of rice like this, then you have lettuce, then you have the yakiniku. Yakiniku is this beef, slice of beef, really thinly sliced, and there, you know, the marbling is there. You know, what do you call that?
Yeah, we've had that. We went to that
Yeah.
Japanese place in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
and then it's marinated in something, and then you grill it in front of you. Do you think I can eat with this? And I was so embarrassed. Oh, I was really embarrassed. I couldn't eat properly. At one point, the thing is, if in Japan, they could get offended if you ask for fork and spoon or knife, especially with the people around you, the Japanese around you. But luckily for me, these my friends' boyfriends are okay. They're like, yeah, okay, you know, let her have the spoon and forks. But I just hate sitting there,
Right.
and they're all watching me eating this. But you know what? I persisted, and I thought, if they can do it, I can do it too. But do you know what I used to do is, when you're so tense, you can't actually pick anything with this. Because you're so
got
tense,
right,
you
you
have
got
to
right.
relax it. But all the bits, the small bits, wasn't easy for me. But that was the experience anyway, and I enjoyed my stay in Japan so much. I love the food. Oh my goodness. I've gone quite big when I was in Japan.
We haven't done it yet, but we said, we're going to do mukbang sushi.
Mmm.
Yeah, but do you remember watched that program once? And there was that Japanese guy, specialist, and he used to buy the fish, tuna and stuff like that, and salmon, and he'd freeze it straight away. But it was kept at minus 40 degrees.
It needs to. If you buy raw salmon or raw or tuna, don't use it to make your sushi, because if it's not graded A freshness, then you could actually get stomach ache. So the freshness, it should be at certain temperature. You should keep it at certain temperature.
But I do love sushi. I just whispered it if you want to hear it.
Guys, what sort of pets do you have? At the moment we only have Pickle, then I have him. Brpsh.
Yeah, well, I like it. I'm a lovable little pet. I'm a cuddly little pet, eh? Cheers.
Mm. Then we moved to this house, which we were not allowed to have a dog. Stipulation in the contract was no dogs. You can have cats, but we're not allowed to have dogs.
Oh yeah.
But then after a year or so that we've been living there, almost 2 years, you know, we got on really well with our landlords and landlady, and we decided to ask
nice.
them, because I said I wanted a small dog, but this dog is no bigger than the cat. So if anything, cats around that neighborhood is actually bigger than my dog. Remember our neighbor? What's her name? Jessie. My goodness.
So we said to her, could we get a dog that's smaller than the cats that live in this area? And she was like, I'll go on then. Well,
Yeah,
okay.
she was lovely.
That's when we got you little monkey.
Oh, when I got him, it was like a handful. Oh my goodness, I fell in love with him straight away. Oh my goodness, I just can't sleep that night. I thought we were gonna see him, we were gonna take him home, but no, we were not allowed to take him home then.
We went and see him.
Oh, there was another dog there with him. Or was it a beagle? Was it a beagle?
Yeah, I think so.
Slightly bigger, beautiful dog, but this one was so scruffy. It was so filthy. He was a bit smelly. He was scruffy, but my God, the way he looks at you just melted your heart, really.
And then the day we went to pick him up, he was the only one left, and it's a big box with this tiny little
Tiny. It's just
bit of fur in the middle of this big box with little eyes as if to sort of say,
Please take me with you.
we did.
it's like all his siblings had been
We
taken
did.
already.
And we've had nothing but trouble ever since. Yay, you're looking at me. Hey, yay, shaking
But
your head.
I think after a year, when we had him, the neighbor popped in, because at least once a year, not the neighbor, the landlady, she would pop in at least once a year, check on the property and what needs to be done and whatnot.
It didn't even seem like he had a
She
dog.
said actually, oh hello, you're so sweet. Oh boy, I am so glad I let your mommy and daddy have you. She did say that.
Yeah.
And oh, she loved him. This was only one packet, babe.
Yeah. Yeah, but
But because I mixed all this
you added all the other bits to it as well, eh?
mushrooms and oh.
Well, that's typical of you, eh? When you cook, you sort of add things to things.
Ah.
And you're good at that.
I didn't know you could do that. I've only seen Stephanie so do it.
Stephanie Sue.
Abyss.
Crazy Stephanie Sue!
No, because I've seen her do it, so I thought, oh, maybe I'll try. I know. Anyway, according to the studies, the research back in 2008, especially women, according to most women they base this research with, most women agrees that pets are better a bed companion than humans.
They haven't said to me then.
Oh my god, this one when he sleeps, you know you got that habit of sticking his big toe up and then rubbing it against my feet.
You're giving away my secrets.
And I'm like, ah! And then I wake up. And then I'll kick you. I'm like, you just go like that.
Because I'm doing it in my sleep.
But it's the fact that, you know when it's when that's your feet, yeah, and that's your big toe, you go like that.
You know what it is?
It's like, it's so painful.
You know what it is?
What?
I think it's because even in my sleep, I just have to be touching you when I'm sleeping and I'm fine. If I'm not touching you and I don't sleep properly.
Really?
If I'm touching you,
Sometimes his foot has touched my foot. That's fine by me.
why is that such? Yeah, because the only reason is because I can't get my arm over you because there's.
Hi, come here.
Hello.
This is my pickle. Who wouldn't want to love this little pickle?
We will not be acting normal
Oi.
because there is food around.
I remember when we were in Philippines, yeah, and I would have a go at my mom because my mom, I'll tell you the story. My mom is so funny. When I went for a holiday a few years back and you were not with me, and
For your mum's birthday.
yeah, and she's like, okay, let the dog. In Philippines, we have what we call BAHAY KUBO. BAHAY KUBO is like a hut outside where it's, you know, you can sleep there. Even a human being can sleep there.
Which happens to
But-
be also the name of my website, BAHAY KUBO.
But I want the dog to sleep inside the house. Yeah. You know James. James, that lovely black dog that is
little
like
James.
Susie.
Yeah, he's
little
lovely.
James. I want him inside the house. You know, James have learned to sit with us, eh? And give you, you know, his paw. He's learned it with us. So when I came back, he recognized me. So anyway,
Oh, she's back. Wolf tip.
yeah, and he was, to be honest, as soon as I came back, and then sometimes I go to Naga. Mama would say that James had been sitting there waiting for me. Mama said that, you know,
He knows when's good.
yeah, he will wait. Oh, I love that dog. Really good tempered dog. I can't believe that.
It was good.
He refuses to go out of the gate, even if they open the gate. As soon as he steps outside the gate, he runs back inside. He was never brought up to be living outside that gate. You know, that's his security, you know.
Comfort zone.
Comfort zone, yeah. Anyway, Mama said, okay, it's night time, we're all going to bed. So let the dog out. I'm like, no, you're not letting the dog out. Let him in. I said, what if it rains? But he's got a bed, you know, in that kubo outside. No. Let the dog inside, please. Sometimes I'll even ask James to come upstairs, but Mama don't want to because he acts like a guard dog, yeah? And I insist that, so me and Mama were bickering about this dog, about James, because I insist that he must sleep inside, yeah? Sometimes I go to bed quite early because I'm so sleepy, and I wake up in the morning, first thing in the morning, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and they're all asleep. And I come downstairs, where's the dog? They're like, outside. Why is the dog outside? And I go ballistic, yeah. Dog needs to be inside. And then one night, me and Mama were arguing about the dog. I said, no, the dog needs to be inside. And Mama said, all right then, let the dog in. I'll sleep outside and I'll bark. she will guard and bark outside.
Floor, the guard mother-in-law.
I said, Ma, the dog will be able to bark inside. He'll be able to hear it. So don't worry. If anything, even this research said that if your dog is actually next to you rather than outside, because they can alert you closer, you'll have the chance of waking up, yeah? But if your dog is away from you,
You might not hear him.
you might not hear him, yeah? So
If you sleep like me.
oh my goodness, this one, I'm kicking him already. Get up, I can hear something outside. And last night, I tried to wake you up last night because I could hear you. You were crying.
Really?
Yes, you
In
were.
my sleep.
In your
And
sleep.
you're telling me now while we're on video.
I did tell you last night. Look, babe, what's the matter? And you then you moved and you stopped crying. I said, babe, you alright? This is probably about 2:30. And you're like, yeah. Are you sure? No. Why? What's the matter? I said, what's the matter? No. I said, are you alright? No. What's the matter then? I'm just crying. Why were you crying? I know you were crying. That's why I woke you up.
I don't even remember that.
You were talking to me.
I don't remember talking to you.
So I wanted you to wake up and talk to me.
I don't even remember talking to you.
And you said, yeah, no, I'm not alright. It's really sad. I'm crying. I said, I know you're crying. That's why I'm waking you
I
up.
can't even remember what I was dreaming about, which is really annoying sometimes because you can't even remember what you dream about, so you can't even remember I can't even remember why I was crying. Why was I crying?
You're odd. Do you know when I dream about something, I remember it the next day. At least the next day.
Occasionally I remember a dream, but not every day. I can't say
And I thought,
every morning I
what
wake
could
up
be-
and tell you about my dream. It doesn't happen.
I thought, what could be upsetting you so much? So you were actually like, you were like that. And then you were catching your breath.
Perhaps you took some pizza away from me.
And then
on my
I tried to
birthday.
find the dog. Where was the dog? In between our pillows. I mean, literally, he was like a sausage. In between our pillows.
Stuffed in between the pillows.
I had to find his face because I need to check if he's breathing. His head was in fact under your pillow. Yeah, I know. Did you know sometimes? Sometimes when Pico was little, I kicked Steve in the past. I punched him. He doesn't know, he was asleep because he rolls over, and this dog was that little, yeah, he will roll over, and he was almost like smothering the dog. I'm like, push him like on the chest, push him so hard and kick his belly. Like, he just goes like
So you're physically abusing me while I'm asleep, eh?
I wasn't abusing you. I did tell you the next day though.
Sacre bleu. Do you hear that? Mommy beats me up in my sleep.
Because of you.
Because of you. So it's your fault.
Shall we try this one, Daddy?
No wonder he wakes up in the morning with bruises and black eyes.
Nah. Belgian bun.
Or what?
A Belgian bun.
Cake. I love my chicken. I love my noodles. But I love my cake.
We're not really allowed that, boy. What is that?
Can I take your cherry? Been late for that, yeah.
Try this one. What is this? White chocolate and raspberry.
Oh, that's right. It's white
Not
chocolate.
strawberry. I thought this was strawberry.
'Cause you don't
The
like
icing is bigger than...
you don't like the white cake. White. Start again. You don't like white chocolate.
The white chocolate is just that, very little.
It's because you're a chocolate racist.
Hmm?
You're a chocolate racist. You don't like the white chocolate. You only like the dark chocolate.
Quite nice. Anyway, guys, comment down below what kind of pet you have. Do you have a dog or a cat, and what kind of breed they are? And do you agree that they should be sleeping in bed with you? Personally, I am happy to share my bed with all my pets, if I could.
Even if you had a snake?
I will never have a pet snake. No disrespect, I don't want a pet snake. They are called snake for a reason.
Okay.
Okay?
What if you had a tarantula?
No.
No?
Well, it'll be splat in the next day. It'll be squashed the next day. So. And also, please, please, please don't put your pet dogs in a kennel when there's no solid floor. It really upset me so much. Excuse me, I'm talking. It really upset me so much when I see that, you know, animals. Look, in Philippines I've seen it. I mean, you're talking about subdivisions, like gated, fenced off subdivisions. You're talking like people that are quite well off, they can afford, yeah? But why would they get a dog and build a small kennel, like a small house in front of the house or in their, by their gate, yeah? And your roof is a corrugated metal. It's so hot. You cook your dog in it. Oh my goodness. Please, please, please don't break my heart. Bring your dogs inside. If you can't look after your dogs inside your house, please don't get one. Really. You know, dogs.
Say, everybody, I'm telling you now, please, treat your dog like I'm family. Because I am family.
They are family, and your dog will treat you how you treat them. The love that they will give you if they feel that you look after them, believe me.
Come on.
And also, you can see in their eyes if they're hurting, if they're lonely, if they're sad, if they're happy.
Bit like you, really. Look at you at my eyes.
Look into my eyes, look into my eyes.
Little Britain. Watch it, guys. Little Britain with Matt Lucas and David Williams. Oh my goodness, it's funny as hell. It really is.
Whether you can.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this face. Do you want to say hi, everyone?
Look at this.
How are you doing today? My name is Pickle, and I am my mummy's baby.
Keep,
I'm a mummy's baby.
keep looking at the camera. Thank you. You're welcome.
And this baby actually has got a maintenance tablet, so he needs to take his tablet now. Because really, just, oh my goodness me. Right. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. That's all for our mukbang today, and I'm really sorry about ranting about this.
We've had our food, we've had our rant, and our whinge, and our whine, and whatever.
Please, please look after your animals. Treat them well, because believe me, they will give you so much love, and when they look at you in the eyes, you will feel it. You will feel that they actually appreciate what you do to them. Look at this little face. Look at this. Look at this.
Hey.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. We will see you on the next one. If you haven't already,
Don't forget to click and subscribe.
and hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time we have a new upload. And also, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and we will see you soon. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye bye.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.